My name is Adedayo. I'm the Executive Director, CEO of National Film and Video Censors Board. National Film and Video Censors Board is the sole regulatory agency for the film industry, the entire motion picture industry, established by federal government in 1993. Well, my first degree was theater. I have a couple of other ones, about 2 masters. Currently, I'm in my 200 level and my PhD program at the Benue State University. Like you rightly said, I'm still going to summarize it, but you allow me to say this in Yoruba language.
Okay, so
It says, mélòó la fẹ́ kà nínú ìyìn Adépèlé. That means Adépèlé stood beyond assessment. And why is it like that? Why Adépèlé? The meaning of Adépèlé in Yoruba language is somebody that has double tooth growth.
okay.
So it's beyond assessment. You can't say it's 36. So your question is, what is the impact?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And so in summary, we've moved from being number 3 in the motion picture in the world to number 2. The impact directly to the economy, we are the largest employer of labor, and it keeps growing. It keeps growing. The GDP, we are behind agriculture and petroleum. So we're still on the top level in that period. And so if a sector is the largest employer of labor, how well can we start counting the multiplier effect of it to the economy? The film industry has grown so wide. And I know when I talk about motion pictures, film industry, under National Film and Video Censors, is it the musicals we want to talk about? Is it the pictures, the cinemas we want to talk about? Is it the films we want to talk about? It's glaring. It's not a figure you just pick from the cloud. No. And that's happened because the growth, you understand, which we cannot quantify, which I refer to as equally, that's beyond assessment. Is that we have not looked into a lot of the online issues and so it's massive.
Yes.
And I must commend the former president for giving us one policy. And what's the policy? Ease of doing business. The ease of doing business is a very sound policy that helps sectors if we read and tap on it. The other one is African Continental Free Trade Agreement. It has reduced a lot of bottleneck in our activities between other countries. I mean, interactions, co-production, regulation, harmonization, and things like that. So that one has really given us another platform to do. So it's beyond assessment. See, globally, it's still a growing thing. Just like you see, a couple of years ago, we knew where we started. Stage production, it comes into better call, it comes into, look at the growth today, cinema, streaming, DVD is still very much in demand. Distribution too is a sector of the film industry that has to, is the end product of whatever you do, no matter how good it is, it has to end at market. That's distribution. And you cannot be static. So what we do is, as the world grows, as the economy grows, we revolve around them, then we change the model operations of our distribution. And of recent, we've been able again to change to meet up the world standard by changing some of our policies which is in the House now. It has gone through the first reading, second reading, public hearing, concurrent. The report is ready. And I'm sure by the time the 10th Assembly finally get themselves together, they should be able to do something. So it's a growing process. We started from somewhere where individual has to sit down and whatsoever. Now it is no longer that. The use of internet and whatsoever makes distribution easy, but then our law still remains that you cannot distribute if you have not passed through the censors. And you cannot be a distributor if you are not registered and know within the guilds and association recognized by us. So whatever you're doing, if people patronize you, it is illegal. We have associations. So every single segment of the film production must be within the guilds and associations that we have recognized. Yeah, you see, like I earlier said, life is a moving process.
Yes, sir.
You start from age 1, 10, 12, like that. Keep growing. And all other things in the society, all other sectors in the society only affect whatever. We can't do it alone. So if we say, can we benefit more? I'll say yes. And I'll give you an example. The first question you asked, I was able to tell you by the highest employer of labor. And it's not that it's reducing. Some people might be out of the industry. It's because they don't understand the industry. They might just want, oh, can we make money here? But they're not really strong or with deep interest in it. So when you pull it into what you don't know, you pull out. But in generally, we'll be growing and we'll be benefiting. If a sector can be the highest employer of labor, what that means, if you are looking at a fee, look at just one fee. Look at the credits. Look at the number of people, but just one fee.
The staff employed.
Yes. And a lot you did not see, because for every location you have somebody selling water, coke, whatsoever food. Those ones are not part of it. Those ones are high multiplier effects. You see, for every step, every industry, every sector of life,
Yes,
even in natural urban life,
yes, sir.
there is always 1 or 2 challenges.
True.
The most successful person is the one who is able to face challenge and provide solution. Well, the challenges, we can expect there could be challenges. That's planning for tomorrow.
Yes,
But what about the challenges we are not seeing and it comes in? The successful outing is your ability to be able to provide solution to that challenge. You see, they said DVD is going into what is it called?
Extinction.
Now, you came with the question of cinema going into. As I speak with you, when I was appointed, we have less than 20 cinemas
In the whole country.
in the whole country. That was when it collapsed. Today we have 70 something cinema. And that's not theater. If you look at theater, we're growing into about 200 and something, because the cinema might have 5 theater hall.
Yes.
With even VIP hall coming on board.
Yes.
So it's still growing. Streaming. We started digital conference meeting and what is it called? With the streamers and the stakeholders. The third one is going to come this year, 14th and 15th at 14th and 15th at Radisson of November. The streamers saw space and they came into it. But let me start from where I started. to get a fact, whoever wants to ascertain that this is happening to us in terms of DVD, go to custom, find the statistics for, what is it called? The statistics for the importation of DVD, Blu-ray. Then ask yourself, if you get that, and this is the number of containers that comes in, or you take a visit to Alaba, for example. You now ask yourself, what do we use DVD for in Nigeria? Do we use it to cook vegetable? It is only us who feel we're educated, we're enlightened, we know everything, that lives in Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Kano, that are making those assertions. But what about those in the village? Is it that they don't watch movie? They still use
Not Netflix.
not Netflix, not Amazon. Come to cinema. If it's going into extinction and there is no money being made, why is it going that fast? In 20, we have 7.
How many years that?
5.
Wow.
That's 6. So within 6, and it's not pepper soup. That just quickly cook, and that's why it's 70. In 1 hour, max 2 hours, you can cook pepper soup, but not in cinema. Cinema differs even from a whole building because of it. A lot of things that goes into the block making and several other things, shade, the supervision and things like that, the connectivity to come score, importation or so. That's why it's at that level. If it's like pepper soup that you cook 1 hour, 2 hours, cinema would have been over 10,000 in this country. But because cinema is not like that. So everybody has, see, the biggest market where successes in terms of economic come is where we have markets. Nigeria is a market. Not for Nigeria, for the entire world. And in markets, you sell your own vegetable. This other side of the market, their own vegetable differs. They sell it. This one is tomato. So if you come into the film industries, that's the way it is. Where do you want to focus on? Where do you have the research that will benefit you in terms of investing? So we're still moving. Today is the last one is streaming. Do you know what's going to come next after streaming? Are we going to demolish our cinemas or churches? No, cinemas are still operating. And cinema attachment different from streaming. You are just home. Or you want your children, okay, your madam is home, you have visitors, what do you choose for them as entertainment? Streaming. But outdoor, when you go to our cinemas, you see popcorn, you see game, you see children. Children wants to go there as well. You can't sit at home 100 million times and be watching streaming whatsoever. You only watch, oh, Netflix has released one film. Okay, let me watch it here. But when it comes to, won't you take your children out? We're not like the cinema in France, where you are just driving, you park your car, or you come with the public transport, you just enter cinema. Oh, no, we sit down somewhere, we enjoy bar, music, club, surrounding the cinema. So it's a chain. So DVD has their own market, cinemas has theirs. Even DSTV has their own market. Star Times has their own. Nigeria is a market.
Europe has some market.
One, I mentioned what is it called? advanced technology,
Yeah.
which we are equally moving there.
Okay.
We're not starting. Two, there is no film or no technology you want to use in Nigeria to shoot, or in South Africa, that you can't find available, that is being used by Film One, Kunle Afolayan, Mabudu, Jade, and others. Do you understand? So those ones are there. Then in terms of, they've been able to move from censorship to classification. Censorship is like, it's draconic, it's like a military or like a force. Our operation presently is not. But today, we're still looking into it, and they are looking into it at the National Assembly to change it to classification only. So they've been able to move from censorship to classification, and from that classification, they've been able to move from that government classification to self-classification. How discipline our own stakeholders to obey the law. And that's why the regulatory agency still needs to stand as it is. I'm very sorry to say they are very industrious, they are workable. A lot of them too don't follow government rules. A lot of them, we see a lot of things like pornography and whatsoever, which is not allowed by our constitution, morally, especially to our children. If you start the self-classification now, if you say, okay, go and classify your work by yourself and take it to the market. Some will exploit those things negatively. South Africa has gone beyond that. But we are moving into it because with it we need to move. But we must have a regulation at the end, at one side of the corner. And if you try to release or you release such a product, then you'll be caught and dealt with. The law will take care of that. So South Africa are ahead in terms of that. So aside that, you see, the picture, that's why I said, I'm in Nigeria, I'm going to die in Nigeria. I cannot relocate anywhere in my life. I can't even spend 1 month outside this country. We must be proud of our country. Self-discipline. Nigeria is not witnessing the worst of anything. If people go outside, you see the difference. So we need to project the image of this country for foreign investors. And they say, we're going to Africa. I've seen so many from America, Canada, Europe, and things. How? We went to Africa. I said, well, they said South Africa. But we can't find any much difference. They say, you are not going to Africa. Come to Nigeria. That's where you see proper Africa.